Everybody, welcome back. We are talking with Leigh Tiffin. He is the president of Tiffin Motorhomes, and we are at America's largest RV show. And welcome to the Northeast, sir.
Great to be here. Always love the Hershey Show.
Okay, over 50 years. I know I was talking to another gentleman before whose name is also on the side of these buses, named Bob Tiffin. I think you know him well.
Very well.
And he said, you know what? We've been here for 51 years, and it's one of the top-selling shows in the United States.
It is. It's one of the premier retail shows. We look forward to it every fall. Hershey in September is always beautiful, and it's a great day to sell an Allegro, as we like to say. And we love coming back and seeing customers that we see every year and making new friends too.
Yeah, and you can tell that there are so many people that come and see your grandfather, and he's like a rock star over there in his own bus. And
Truly is. He's been doing that for a long time, and everybody knows Bob Tiffin that's been around Motorhomes, and he's got a loyal following that I believe is very well deserved because he's taking great care of our customers.
and you can tell people that it's your name that's on the side of the coach right now because you're running the day-to-day operations. Does it put more pressure on you taking over as a third-generation family member? Because I don't think there's another company in the industry that's gotten to the third generation.
You know, that's
that
a
I'm
great
aware of.
question. I guess I've never thought about it in terms of pressure. For me, it's more, upholding my grandfather's legacy. I feel like I'm accountable to him in many ways, and accountable to so many great Tiffin owners that we have accumulated over the years of doing this, right?
Stop 1 second. Accountable to owners.
Yeah.
A very interesting perspective. Why do you feel that way?
Well, I think it's the legacy we've established as a company, right? We're customer driven. That's what we like to call it. And so we put our name on it. And we think that brand promise represents quality and customer service. So when things do happen, and they do, unfortunately, with RVs, we got to make it right. And that's what that name on the side of the coach, Tiffin, really represents. So in that sense, maybe it is a little bit of pressure, but what choice have you got?
What is your vision right now if you were to wipe the slate clean and say the company's starting new on September 1st, 2023, and you get to run your own show? What are you going to do?
Well, thankfully it's not.
Thankfully it's not,
Because
okay.
I think that 50-plus year history has really done a lot of great things for this company. And so I've been pretty consistent in my message saying preserve, evolve, grow is how we think about the Tiffin of the future. Preserve the great legacy we've established for honoring our word with customers, taking great care of them, building a great product. Evolve, meaning we do need to modernize. We do need to make sure that we are the partner of choice for the best dealers in North America, and that we're easy to do business with, both technologically and in terms of the product and the product quality we offer. And then grow. For me, means we're going to diversify our product, we're going to diversify our platforms, and we're going to take this Tiffin badge and what it represents, and we're going to offer it in several different packages, not just the Class A business that we've been so good at for a long time.
So you really came on strong with Wayfarer.
Yep.
And that became the #1 selling Class C diesel in the entire United States. And I just noticed a new platform that's on the Ford Transit. The name escapes me.
The Midas.
The Midas. Being introduced for the first time, or has that been around for a while?
It's been around for a little while. Due to Ford chassis constraints, we haven't produced a whole lot of them, but we continue to invest in that product and in that platform, and we see it as a big part of our future growth.
So is the goal at one time to take somebody who comes in on a gas chassis at a lower price point and then have them graduate into up to a...
I think there's a few different reasons why you would offer a Ford platform in addition to the Mercedes, right? It tends to be a little more economical. Some folks say they like the way it drives and handles even better. And then, of course, we never want to miss an opportunity to get somebody in the Tiffin family. Yeah.
Okay. So what have you learned business-wise that you learned in Tuscaloosa? Because there's no question, you're an All-American, right?
I was a place kicker at Alabama.
Place kicker at Alabama. And did you ever win any walk-off games?
Maybe one early in my freshman year, but
Okay.
That was really my dad, who was known for a last-second game-winning field goal against Auburn.
Auburn, Alabama. Wow, it doesn't get any sweeter than that.
That's right.
But, so you've got another storied program that you were part of, and so many people say that if you can play a varsity sport, you can do anything because of the time management that you have to have, the short-term defeat that you have to deal with, the long-term success that you'll deal with after those short-term defeats. What are you taking from the football field and bringing it into the assembly line?
Wow, that's a great question. I would say sports was the formative experience in my early adult years, and I carry it with me every day at work and at home and just in how I approach things. And I think it's represented in a lot of our core values at Tiffin. You know, one of them we call work ready, and that's all about being prepared and really dotting the I's and crossing the T's and knowing you've got a plan every day. And a lot of those habits for me were established in college athletics, and I had the privilege of playing for, I believe the best college football coach ever, Nick Saban, and you're going to learn something whether you want to or not. So definitely learned some things in the classroom, but probably learned a lot more that was applicable to life on the field and just in the year-round hustle of being part of a program.
Okay, and football is not just 12 weeks in the fall.
That's right. It's
Right?
it's a full-time job when you do it at that level.
Yeah, and same with this. I mean, it's not just 10 big major RV shows that you go to. You're working 53 weeks a year.
Yeah, year-round, never stops, but it's fun, man. It gets in your blood, and it's one of those things that you're constantly thinking about. And I think so much of that has to do with the lifestyle. It's just so appealing, and it's so intriguing, and there's always something new and exciting, and it's a very fast-changing industry. So I love it.
So you're in your 30s?
I am.
Okay, so you're in your 30s, and the demo for the industry is getting younger every year. I think since COVID, would you say since COVID that
I would say so, yeah.
younger people? Will that influence the type of product that that you make in the technological? I mean, everybody needs Wi-Fi. Everybody needs
Right.
a lot of power. They want solar and that type of thing. You're looking at that stuff more and more.
Yeah, I think customer demographics certainly influence how we feature our products, and to your point, things like Starlink, right? Things like lithium batteries, things like solar, and more connected vehicles, right? Where you really tap into that Internet of Things are becoming more prevalent. I think they'll continue to. That is certainly attributable to a younger demographic, but I think a broader, more diverse customer population is healthy for the RV industry.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I think
Absolutely.
it's a great thing.
Absolutely, no
Yeah.
question there. And my last question to you is this. It goes back to the beginnings. What did you start, when you first got into the business,
Yeah.
as probably under 5 years old,
Yeah.
what did your parents and grandparents have you doing? What were you doing?
My first
Swept
summer
floors and stuff?
job
Yeah.
at Tiffin Motorhomes, I would have been 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I worked in our cabinet shop, and I actually was a stainer,
Oh,
applying wood stains.
that
to
smell
product.
every day,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
That-
So, learned the value of hard work at an early age, was blessed to have an opportunity to do that and grow up around the business, and that always helps.
okay. So what would you say to other people that are in a family business that might be in your case, you're in your third generation?
Yeah.
The what do I say? The tendency to maybe slack off and live on the past, is that probably not going to happen here, but what would you say to others that may be thinking of doing that?
Wow, I don't know. I think complacency is the enemy, and if you don't like change, you'll like being irrelevant even less. So we try to talk a lot about the fact that our culture is represented by how well we adopt change and adapt to new circumstances, and I think my grandfather's a great example of that. You don't have a 51, 52-year run in an industry without being willing to change.
Wow, that's pretty great. You said change and then becoming irrelevant.
Yeah, if you don't like change, you will like becoming irrelevant even less.
Even less.
Yeah.
Great words.
Yeah.
We want to thank you so much, Mr. Tiffin.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day.
Uh-huh.